If you have ever finished a key programming job feeling confident, only to turn the key and get absolutely nothing, this one is for you. An Audi A4 that looks fine, accepts the key, shows learning successful, and then refuses to start can mess with your head. I am Hussein, and you are watching Baabji Motors, where we break down real workshop problems the way they actually happen, not the way manuals pretend they happen. Before we go any further, quick and important note, this video is shared strictly for educational and informational purposes. Any tools, vehicle systems, or procedures discussed here are shown to help technicians and learners understand diagnostics better. Trademarks belong to their respective owners, and you should always follow manufacturer procedures and local laws while working on vehicles. Now here is something to think about before we dive in. Almost everyone watching this kind of diagnostic content is serious about learning, but only a very small percentage actually subscribe. Most people watch, learn, and walk away. Subscribing does not cost anything, but it makes sure this kind of real-world knowledge keeps reaching you instead of getting buried. Alright, let us get into the actual problem. This case involves an Audi A4 from the 2008 model year with a bladed key, platform RB8. The situation was all keys lost, which already puts this job into expert territory. The Immobilizer data was first read using a Key Tool Plus. Reading went fine, no obvious errors during the read process. The trouble started when trying to generate a dealer key. The tool reported that this model was not supported for dealer key generation without an existing working key. So the next logical step was to move over to the Autel IM608. A dealer key was generated successfully. Key learning was also reported as successful. On paper, everything looked perfect, but when the ignition was turned, the car did not start. Instead, the instrument cluster showed DEF above the mileage display, and the engine remained locked out. So here is the big question. How can a key be generated and learned successfully? Yet the car still refuses to start with the DEF message on the cluster. That DEF message is the key detail here. DEF does not mean low fuel, and it does not mean a random cluster glitch. DEF stands for defective, and on Audi RB8 clusters, it is directly tied to Immobilizer security status. When the Immobilizer system believes that something illegal or suspicious has happened, it intentionally locks the vehicle out. In this platform, reading Immobilizer data alone can sometimes trigger that reaction. The system interprets the data read as a potential unauthorized key operation. As a defensive response, it sets the DEF status in the cluster and blocks engine start, even if a key is later learned correctly. This is why many technicians get stuck at this stage. The key is valid. The transponder data is correct. The learning process completes. But the Immobilizer is already in a defensive state, so the car stays dead. At this point, the solution is not to reprogram the key again and again. Doing that only wastes time and increases frustration. The real fix is to clear the Immobilizer defensive state and repair the corrupted EEPROM logic that caused the lockout. On the Autel IM608, there's a specific function often referred to as Fix No Start or Immobilizer Repair, depending on software version. Running this function resets the Immobilizer status inside the instrument cluster, clears the DEF condition, and allows the system to accept the already learned key as valid. Other professional tools can handle this as well. Abrites, for example, has a dedicated fix function for this exact scenario. AVDI can also repair the EEPROM state over OBD on supported versions. The common point is that the Immobilizer memory needs correction, not another key adaptation. In this specific case, once the Fix No Start repair was performed using auto measuring and correction routines, the DEF message disappeared from the cluster. The engine started normally, and the vehicle returned to proper operation without needing to relearn the key again. So the short answer to the earlier question is this. The car did not start because the Immobilizer entered a defensive mode after the Immobilizer data was read, not because the key programming failed. From my personal experience, this is one of those Audi jobs that separates basic key programming from true Immobilizer diagnostics. If you understand why the system reacts the way it does, the fix is straightforward. If you do not, you can lose hours chasing a problem that is not really there. Here is a useful tip to remember. On RB8 clusters, always expect a DEF lockout when doing all keys lost jobs, especially if Immobilizer data is read before adaptation. Planning for that step saves time and avoids panic in the workshop. If you have been wondering whether Autel is capable of handling this type of issue properly, the answer is yes, as long as you use the correct repair function and not just the key learning menu. Now let me answer the question I asked earlier. The reason the Audi would not start even after successful key learning was not a bad key or wrong transponder data. It was an immobilizer defensive lock triggered by EEPROM logic, and once that was repaired, the vehicle started normally. Personally, I think this behavior makes sense from a security point of view, but it definitely makes life harder for technicians who are not aware of it. I am curious though, do you think manufacturers should make these systems more transparent for independent workshops? Or is the complexity justified? Drop your thoughts in the comments. One quick industry insight before we wrap up. Many modern immobilizer systems intentionally allow programming to succeed, but block starting until security status is verified internally. That is why understanding system logic matters, more than just following steps on a screen. If this breakdown helped you understand the issue, please support the work by hitting like. Let us aim for 1,000 likes and 100 comments on this video. Share it with anyone dealing with Audi immobilizer headaches, and subscribe if you appreciate deep diagnostic analysis like this. A lot of time and effort goes into researching, testing, and explaining these problems clearly, and your support directly helps Baabji Motors keep delivering this level of content.